Hi ladies, it's Fiona Robertson here, and I am the Body Whisperer and the Body Renewer, and I'm here on day 4 of Energetic Weight Breakthrough. And so I am a Body Whisperer. I help you tune into your body and reconnect with your body. I help you release what's going on in the background and in your undercurrent, and I help you to reset and reprogram your body so that it starts to feel the way that you want it to feel and your life turns out the way you want it to turn out. All right, so I've also created a 3-month program which allows you to release, reset and reconnecting with your body so that you start to feel more energy in your life, so that you can start to really reconnect and recreate your body on a cellular, a molecular, and just an energetic, in an energetic way. All right, so you're going to sort of be developing an energetic state that releases the weight and stops you recreating the weight. And I don't just mean the weight that you have held on your body. I mean, it all starts from the weight of your thoughts and the weights of the emotions that you're carrying along with you. This is the work that I do. And the reasons why you're feeling suffocated, the reason that you're holding your breath even though you don't know that you are, the reasons that you're feeling and holding and carrying stress in your body and you don't even know that you are. You're feeling a lack of luster and a lack of energy with everything you do. You're kind of in a mediocre survival state when despite all your efforts that you've put in place, you still haven't got any more energy, and this is what I explain. So, and that usually means that you've been altering your food, that you've been taking up some sort of sport to actually start to feel more energy running through your body. However, you're feeling really dragged down because you're exhausted. So you're not able to carry on with the food, and you're not able to carry on with the sport. You're catching colds, you're catching sicknesses, and you're full of aches and pains. And that's actually stopping you from actually doing the energetic and the food work. But there's something else you have to know. There is nothing as responsive to your thoughts and your feelings than your body. And what I pick up on and what I interpret for you is whatever you're feeling, so whatever energy that you're in, you're attracting more of that energy towards you. So if you're feeling flat, if you're feeling stagnant, that is what's more of what you're going to be attracting towards you. So there is nothing more responsive, I'll say it again, nothing more responsive to your body than your thoughts and your feelings. Now imagine that you've got thoughts running through. I'm exhausted. Perhaps you haven't even heard the thoughts that you're thinking as you're standing in the kitchen, as you're driving in your car, as you're complaining to yourself, you're criticizing and you're judging. God, I feel exhausted. Okay, the universe is going to bring you more of that exhausted feeling. Or if you're complaining about something, or this isn't working out for me, or this isn't working out for me. And if you start to hear yourself being able to say things like, this is not the way I want to live my life. This is not how I plan to live my life. Imagine if you can catch the thoughts and you can start to understand what actually thoughts you're having and how that's dragging you down and how that's actually changing your emotional state. How that's the mental thoughts that you're having are creating feelings, and so that's what's happening for you. The best thing that I've discovered to change that is something that I'm going to pull you through today. So I call this my delusional state. All right. So for example, to change my state out of the reality that I'm in. So this is how I created my house, by the way. So on a walk that I was on, I decided that I would go along and I would go, okay, so what is it exactly that I want in my house? How do I want my new house to be? Okay, I want my house to have this many rooms. I want it to have a flat garden. I want it to have an upstairs and a downstairs. Oh, I also want it to have a really downstairs so that I can create a studio there. I want to be able to have a tree house in the garden. I want to be able to have a pool in the garden. I want to be able to park my cars in the driveway, not on the road. I want to be able to create this, create that, create the other. And there was a feeling that came with that. There was a feeling that came with how I wanted to create my house. So when I found my house, it was delivered to me. Something happened, and I ended up seeing this post, and I was like, it's exactly the price I wanted to pay for my house. It's got exactly the number of rooms I wanted for my house. I want to go and see this house. So I went to see the house. I stepped in the front door and I had that feeling. This is my house. I know exactly, this is my house. This is how my house feels. This is my house. It's speaking to me. I created my house. Okay. Another thing that I created was my man, my partner, my lover. So I decided, all right, so what is the feeling I want to have most when I create and I have this man standing next to me or sitting next to me in the car? What's the feeling that I have? What are the thoughts running through my head? So here he is sitting next to me. What's the feeling that I have in my heart? It's like, oh, at last. He speaks these languages. He's very handy. He's very loving. He's very affectionate. He's very verbal. He's very adoring. He loves and he's very good with children. He loves adventure. He loves doing this. He loves doing that. We love being together. I just, when he put his arms around me for the first time on our first date, I was like, at last, that's the feeling that I wanted. I created that because of what I had delusionally created in my feelings. And that is the same when you're creating the life that you want or the body that you want. We have to be slightly delusional. We have to be slightly out of the box. All right, so this is how you can start creating your body on a different energetic level. All right, so for example, I've got this in an ebook as well, which I'll do a link for in the post. All right, so for example, this is how I would talk to my body. I adore my good feeling physical body. Parts of my body work perfectly well for me. My body is amazing. It's incredible how my physical body functions. Amazing that all these parts of my body function perfectly. I don't even have to think about them. It's automatically how my heart pumps and my lungs oxygenate me. My body is really a working miracle. My body is incredibly healthy. My body is serving me incredibly well for many, many years in thousands of ways that I don't even have any idea what she's doing for me. It's so huge. She has served me my entire lifetime without any thanks from me, and I'm so grateful, and I'm thanking her right now. It's fun to be in this physical body. I really feel that I'm having fun in her. I feel light. I feel agile. I'm the weight that I want to be. And you can be specific about the weight that you want to be. I love the tactile experiences that she brings me. The wind on my face, the rain on my face, the sunshine on my skin. I love the whole experience to be able to do so many things in my body. I believe I chose this body for a reason with great determination, and I believe I chose very, very well. I would not want anyone else's body on this journey. This is the body for me. I like moulding the clay of my life experience, and it's fun to move things in the direction of what I want and what I like. Nothing is more responsive to my thoughts than my physical body. So I will think positive thoughts and I will love and cherish the body that I'm in. Now I'm aware of my thoughts, it's going to be fun to watch my body and have more of a concept of what we're working towards. I am very, very, very hopeful for my body. I like my physical body. I like knowing about physical thought. I like showing myself that I can direct my thoughts in ways that feel much, much better and that give me more and more energy. My physical body is working extremely well for me. My physical body might not be at the exact weight and shape that I want her to be right now, but I can feel that I've got myself into the energy and the energetic state that I'm breaking through my old thoughts and my old feelings, and I'm creating a new pathway for my body. I love my good feeling body. Right now I can feel that I'm in a good feeling body. I can feel what it feels like when I'm wearing those dresses and those shoes or those jeans or that t-shirt, and when I'm actually having those physical fun experiences that I'm looking forward to having in my body. Can you see what I did there? Can you see how I've understood and I've loved and I've cherished my body, and I've changed the energy of how I've been talking to my body? That is how we change and we redirect the energetic state of our body. And that's actually what we have to be able to do to get out of the overanalyzing and the heavy thoughts and the burnout phase and the exhaustion and the forcing ourselves to eat overly obsessive healthy foods and forcing ourselves to go and do exercise that really drain us. So if you can raise your energy like that, there are other ways that you can raise your energy, and you can talk to your body as well. What you can do is you can also find movement that you really, really enjoy. So dancing to your favourite music. Even if you can't dance straight away, you can feel the music inside your body, and you can feel what you really enjoy listening to, and you can really kind of feel the vibrations going all through your body, and that raises your vibration. And the feeling of moving or singing or music, those kind of things, you cannot be in a low vibration when you're singing or when you're listening to music that you absolutely adore. So that's how you change the vibration, and that's how you talk to your body. That's how you change the energy that your body's actually in. And that's how you can feel that you have a flexible, agile, and that your body's working extremely well for you. You can actually just imagine yourself either in a time in the past when you really enjoyed yourself skipping and playing and running and jumping, which is what I talked about on day 2 of the energetic breakthrough. Or you can imagine yourself fantastically, delusionally in the future doing those kind of things, running, jumping, skipping, mountain biking or running or fell running, whatever it is that gives you the feeling that you're alive in your body and you're just having so much fun in your body. And you're wearing particular clothes, and you can actually imagine yourself wearing those clothes, how you would walk in those clothes, how you would walk in those shoes. They often say, can you imagine walking in someone else's shoes? So you can actually start imagining what it would be like to be that woman walking in those different shoes. That's how you change your energy, and that's how you talk to your body energetically. Getting out of your current comfort zone, that's what we're talking about. So we're getting you out of the current energy state that you're in, the flat state that you're in, or the depressive state that you're in, and we're changing the energetic frequency of what's going on for you so that you're actually talking to your body in a different way. All right, so you have to remember that your body's a magnet, and whatever you are surrounding yourself with the kind of thoughts you're having, surrounding yourself with the kind of energy that you're having, that's what she's going to be attracting to you. So imagine, and you've seen this hundreds of times, I'm sure. You've seen when somebody's really, really down in the doldrums. It could have been yourself as well, and things are going wrong for you, and you just can't imagine a worse time in your life. And you've spiraled down. Your washing machine stops working, your car breaks down, your house floods, the sinks block, you have arguments with people, you are physically tired and exhausted. Pay attention Or try and remember a time when you did that, and what kind of thoughts were you having? Because that's why you started to attract more and more and more of that particular energy to you. So to enable you to get into a different state, to enable you to get into a lighter state, and I'm talking about getting into a lighter state of being a lighter woman, and I don't just mean physically, I mean mentally and emotionally, so that you can actually clear away a lot of the stuff that's having a big influence on you. We have to be able to bring ourselves out of that heavy, sticky, trapped feeling energy. A lot of people feel it like, well, I did. Okay, so I felt it as like I was in like bushes of brambles. So every time I walked forwards, I was picked by and scratched by these bramble branches. So every time I walked forward, it was like, oh God, there's another one. Take that off. Takes a long time to unwind that. Okay, then you get picked again. Then you have to unwind all that and you have to bring that back again. Oh, and then you have to sort of unwind all that and bring that back. Look for where you see brambles in your garden. Look for where you see that your hedges have overgrown. Look for where you see that kind of sticky, trapped energy. For example, other people feel that they're inside a box and that they have to sort of clamber out of the box and eventually open up the lid, and they have to start really climbing out of this box because they felt so trapped within a particular energy. They've given themselves like an energetic ceiling that they couldn't ever imagine that there was anything on the outside of this. Some people imagine that they're stuck in mud. Their feet are just absolutely like in lead boots, and they're in all this kind of heavy, sticky, they can't move forward. It's going to take them such a long time to release this foot. And as they put that foot down, oh, they're sinking again. And they lift up another foot and they're sinking again. This is the kind of energy that the only way you know how to get out of is actually working your way through it, being delusional, which is what I was talking about earlier on. So actually really imagining what it would be like to be in this lighter, more crazy, having this fun, doing this stuff that makes you feel utterly alive. Oh, watch what I'm doing there. This is something that I often find myself doing. So I talk with my hands and my body because that's very, very, very expressive. It's like coming out of the chrysalis. It's like coming out and being seen. And this is your soul coming out. She's coming out of the trapped brambles that you've been held in. She's coming out of the trapped box that you've been in. She's coming out of the thick mud that you've been in. You're like, ah, oh, I feel so free. When you're talking to your body in that language, she's going to bring you more feelings of freedom. She's going to start showing you with how your body feels freer and freer and freer and lighter and lighter and lighter. And that you're able to breathe deeper, you'll be able to stretch more, and you'll be able to grow and experience more fun things in your life. When you're stepping out of your comfort zone, so you've become very comfortable in your bramble bush, in your thick mud, in your box with your glass ceiling. You can't ever imagine that it's going to be feeling anything different. It can seem so huge to you to be outside of the box. It's like, oh my God, all these different possibilities that I hadn't ever imagined. Can you imagine that the sky is blue and I can really appreciate nature and trees and having the conversations that I absolutely adore having? Could you imagine having a relationship with my children that I want to be with them? They're so present and they're so awesome. I've created these wonderful kids. Can you imagine being in that relationship with your partner, that you really connect, that you've got a really intimate, fantastic, creative communication between you? That is the difference, and that is how you get out of this comfort zone. But we've become too locked into that comfort zone because we feel safe there. if you feel safe on the inside, if you feel really secure on the inside, that's when you're able to sort of step out and take on the world and do things in a different way, and your body reshapes itself because it has no need to protect you anymore. That's when things really, really start to change and you walk lighter on the earth. So doing the delusional playtime that I call it, so finding out what it is that you really, really want. What do you really want? What would you rather be doing than doing what you're doing now that feels really like a drudge for you, that's pulling all your energy out of you, that you're just feeling absolutely empty and unfulfilled? But alternatively, when you're out of the box and when you're doing things that make you feel really, really, really fulfilled, life is just so different. You are lighter and you are brighter, and you're able to be the woman living the kind of life that you absolutely had always intended that you wanted to live. When you know that the woman that you admired and respected, that you are becoming her, and you're really enjoying being her and walking in your own shoes, being in that particular energy. That's why I've created this 3-month program. Release, reset, reprogram, and reconnect with your body, so that you can actually feel that you're lighter and that you're brighter, and then you're living the kind of life that you always craved, that you wanted to live. When you're more in the flow and life just seems so much easier for you, things are just going right for you. The conversations with your kids, they're becoming top students and they stop poking you and stop irritating you, and your partner's really, really supportive, and everything's becoming so much easier, and you've got more time for fun, and you've got more and more and more energy. You've stopped analysing yourself, you've stopped criticising yourself. You can stand up and you can be heard. You can say things very quietly and very surely, and you're being heard and you're being understood, and you feel that you matter, and people feel that you matter, and you draw people towards you that are really appreciative of you and your energy. You take back the energy that you've given away. You create very strong and solid boundaries for yourself. You walk differently. You talk differently. You're in an energetic state that you always intended you would have, where you feel alive and actually quite glorious. Completely different to sort of the mundane life that you were settling for before. So when you've released the emotions, the mindset, the thoughts and the feelings that have been creating that kind of the mundane energy that you've been down and out in, and you're able to kind of recreate the self, and you're letting go of that old identity, and you're taking all the best bits of yourself and you're creating some new bits of yourself, that's when you're able to sort of really come out, and your soul comes out. That's when your soul comes through your body and you start feeling your way forwards, and you start really appreciating and enjoying the life that you're living. You really, in the next phase of your life, you're kind of like, oh my God, life is so much easier. Life is absolutely beautiful. I've got the people around me that absolutely love me, and I absolutely love. What could be better than that? This is what I'm doing in my 3-month program. It takes 3 months to turn things upside down, to make things very, very clear and very, very precise, and so much more fun. So much more fun. It's just such an easy journey, and with that your body reshapes itself, because you've reshaped yourself on the inside, changed your perception, and you've really begun to enjoy the experience of your life. That's what I'm talking to you about, and that's how you talk to your body. I've absolutely loved sharing this with you. If you've got any questions, please go ahead and ask me. If you're wanting to speak to me, grab a cup of coffee with me and let me go through a little bit of a process and feel for you where your energy is. That's what I do. I'm a body whisperer, and I can help you understand where your energy's at and how you can actually just start to step out of that and get your life a little bit easier, have more energy in your life, start to enjoy your life and feel more fulfilled. And wow, everything just comes into shape. Everything comes into shape. See the analogy there? Everything comes into shape for you, because that's what's happening on the inside. I'm going to talk to you tomorrow. This is bye-bye from me. I'm Fiona Robertson. I'm a body whisperer and a body renewer, and the creator of the 3-month program, How to Release, Reset and Reconnect to Your Body. Thank you. Bye-bye.